Hey y'all, it's Elizabeth. I got a little story to tell you. I have an unusual errand to run today, and I'm going to go ahead and show y'all that. About, let's see, around my birthday in the middle of May, I went in the kitchen to get a cooling rack, like a baking pan, like the rack that you put cookies and stuff on. I was canning some mulberry jam, and I wanted to put the cooling rack down in the bottom of the water bath, so I'd set my jars on top of it. And I have a little dresser that I keep in my kitchen. It's a pine dresser with 4 drawers. I keep my tea towels, boxes of tea, teacups in the top drawer, and then I keep all my baking pans, baking racks, cookie sheets, Pyrex ware, and casserole dishes in that dresser. And I opened up the top drawer, and there laying on my tea towels was a curled up baby possum about that big, about the size of an 8 or 9 week old kitten. I got a little bit of film of that, not of him in the drawer, because you can just see his tail because he ran. And then he got down to the next drawer and the next drawer and the next drawer. I didn't get him out of his habitat. He actually came in through, I guess, a broken air conditioning vent or underneath the kitchen sink. And he made his home here. And I don't use that cabinet very often because I only use it when I bake. And he must have been in there at least 5 days, because he had soiled every drawer, and I had to take all that stuff outside, and I had to sanitize everything, and what a nightmare. But anyways, I have a little bit of that film, and I'll try to insert that clip here. Okay. I have a situation. Honey, I opened up my drawer. I woke it up earlier. Somebody got inside my house. I don't know how he did it. He has candy all over my pots and pans. Oh, there he is. Not sure how I'm gonna get him out. Little one, you gotta get out. This is messed up. Don't you get him, little one. Poor thing is scared to death. So is that all there is to that story? No. I got him outside safely after a crazy, it had to be like an hour of trying to catch him. And I finally got him, and he was kind of small then. So I safely took him outside in my woods. I released him. I made sure none of my cats bothered him. He was healthy, he was fat, he was happy, he was eating kitten chow and Taste of the Wild and Iam's cat food, all these expensive cat foods. And he was very satisfied, and something happened. He learned something. So it's been about 5 days. I went to bed late one night. I think I was watching somebody's live on YouTube. And I went to bed about 12 o'clock. And I've got an older kitty that stays, she's the queen mother, and she stays in my bedroom because she doesn't like the other cats, kitty puss. And I went in there, I pulled back my bed, shook my pillows out, turned my lava lamp light on, went to get in bed and looked up at the dresser, and there was the possum. He had made it back in. He was just as cute, his little black ears and his little rat tail and his little face, and he was sitting up in her little kitty food bowl eating her fancy feast chicken, wet food. I mean, a bowl of dry food right beside him, sitting up on top of the dresser eating her food, her dinner that I had just taken in there, probably about, 7, 8 o'clock when I feed them. And I kind of freaked. And I called the honey and did a little quick video clip, and I'll insert that here. Okay. Yeah, I know. You're a little bit upset, aren't you, Bomber? We're a little bit upset. There's a baby possum. Hi. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just gotta put you back outside, okay? Can I do that? I gotta get you out, alright? Okay. Alright, is that your nest? Jesus. Go ahead and get in there. Alright, so I guess you guys know, you saw me fixing my water heater the other day. Well, I didn't go to bed until like 4 in the morning that night before I fixed the water heater because I have not slept in my bed for 5 days. I have been sleeping in the spare bedroom on the futon. My kitty's fine. The possum is a baby. He's probably between, I'd say he's probably about 12 weeks old now. Somehow he got back in. That night I chased him around the room. He jumped off. He started hissing at me. He ran behind my bookcase headboard. He got between the wall. I was trying to get him out with a broom. He was going hissing at me, and I stayed up until 5:30 in the morning sitting on my bed with a laundry basket and a towel trying to wait until he came out and catch him. Finally, around 5:30, I felt like I was going to fall asleep sitting up, and I was not going to sleep in my bedroom with a possum. So I went ahead and slept in the spare bedroom, and then a couple days went by, and I didn't see him, and I didn't see him, and I was like, oh good, thank God he got out. He got out. He must have went out the way he came in, whatever. No, y'all, he did not get out. He got in my master bedroom dresser. I opened my honey's side where his clothes are to put clothes away, and I never use his side, and I opened it to put some extra things in there that I had washed, and he was in there. He was in there. He was sleeping in there. So I got the cat carrier. I opened the cat carrier up on its side and put it underneath the dresser, and then I started taking the drawers out and set them on my bed, which all that's going to have to be cleaned and sanitized because he's been in there for like 5 days. I got the back scratcher, the big long bamboo wooden one that's got the teeth on it, and I started scraping out from underneath the dresser and all around. I've got a flashlight. It's not that comical, but anyways, thank the Lord, I got him. He's in a cat carrier. I called the Wildlife Commission in North Carolina, and they put me on hold for, what was it? Let's see, I was on hold for 15 minutes, and then they told me about one facilitator that lives 30 miles from me, and I called that number, and that facilitator's number transferred me to another number which said that they work full-time jobs and to be patient, and that, which I understand that people got to work, but that's the only wildlife facilitator within 30 miles of me, and they've got full-time jobs, and I'm supposed to sit here with a possum and wait for them to call me. I mean, he's got a little injury, a scrape on his front leg, where he hurt himself, I guess, coming through the ductwork the second time when he came back in again. But I think he's going to be okay, and I'm going to go with God, and I'm just going to let God take care of him. But I am not going to let him go in my woods again. So I'm going to take him for a ride, and we're going to let him go someplace safe, and I'm going to leave him some kitten chow, and he's just going to, I'm just going to have to pray for him, because I cannot live with a possum, y'all. I'm over it. I can't do it. I'm going crazy. Y'all, there he is. This is going to be really short. I'm getting ready to take him. I'm cooling my truck off. I hope he likes John Denver. Alright, y'all, I've decided that this beautiful place is where I'm going to let him go. It's away from the road, and, you know, my cats, they just were not bothered by him at all. And it's not little Possum's fault. I feel bad for him. He wasn't doing anything. He was just curled up sleeping on top of my Marie Kondo folded clothes, and he wasn't hurting anybody, but I just can't live with him anymore. As much as I love him and think he's cute, I got enough responsibilities without cleaning up behind a possum. So I'm going to let y'all see the baby possum, and then I'm going to go ahead and show y'all some of the area here and why I picked it. There he is. I woke him up. He's dirtied up the cat carrier, but you can see he's not real old. He's a little boy, and I'm praying he's going to be okay. He's got a little injury on his leg, but... And just so you know, the wildlife facilitator told me that if I couldn't get in touch with the contact, the Wildlife Commission told me to release him into the wild. And also, if people don't know, they're not big rats. They don't carry rabies. Possums do not transmit or carry rabies. And I brought him some dog food. But this area of the woods here is beautiful. Big old trees. Let me tilt my camera up a little bit. And over there is a deep swamp. Goes back for a couple miles. And so he has water. And then if I look over there and see that bush right there, that's nothing but blackberries there. There he goes. Look at him, he's so adorable. Isn't he adorable, y'all? Look at his pretty little ears. Aw, there he goes. Well, he's in the brush. He's gonna go find a big tree to climb. So he's free now. Oh, he's underneath all this thicket of blackberries. So he should be all right. All right, well, I'm making this another long one. So this is Elizabeth, and possums don't carry rabies. If y'all see one of the big rats, luckily I'm unusual, because the Wildlife Commission lady told me that it's very unusual for them to re-enter your home. But he was just a baby, and he learned something. He learned that he had free access to all the cat food and water and a nice cozy place to sleep. And so he made it a habit. He came in twice, and he can't walk back to my house from here. Y'all have a great one. Take care. Thanks for watching.